Hello. Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome if you're new to my channel. I hope you are having a good day wherever you are in the world. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to another Virgo Tarot. Virgo Love Tarot, love reading, channeled love messages. A reading where we're going into their feelings for you, thoughts, intentions, what you might need to know or don't see coming as anyone making a move. Let's take a deep dive. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Please show us what we need to see for Virgo today. Please show us the cards. Aho. Judgment is in reverse. The Page of Cups is in reverse. The Six of Wands is in reverse. The Two of Pentacles is in reverse. The Two of Wands is in the upright. Interesting, yeah. The Three of Wands is in reverse. This is definitely someone you're waiting on. You're waiting for somebody to make a choice here. Literally. Wake up and make a final decision. Two of Pentacles is in reverse where their energy is really strong, Virgo. Capricorn and Saturn. One of those pentacles is clearly yours. What is the other one? Where does the other one belong to? Ace of Pentacles is in reverse. The Knight of Wands is in the upright. Interesting. The Page of Swords is also in reverse. Three of Pentacles is in reverse. So, Two of Cups is in reverse. What on earth? Are you waiting for somebody to talk about or propose marriage? That's really specific. Do you want to know how they feel? You're waiting on somebody to make a choice, to make some kind of a move. Literal final decision, but you also need to make it for yourself. It's clear, Three of Pentacles in reverse, Mars and Capricorn, coming here right after the Two of Pentacles, by the way, where their energy is really strong. That, yeah, you're not talking about it. Maybe you're not talking at all. This person has been not having the conversation. Yet, I gotta say there's a triggering energy around the movement here, around communicating. Why? The Death card is in reverse. Well, I kind of feel like everybody's still here. There's a pretty strong stagnation. Nothing's really... If it's over, it's not over for good. And if it's not over, it's not... If you're still together, I guess you could say, even if communication is broken up, it's not over yet. However, for a lot of you, I do feel like already there's some kind of pause, break, or separation. Two of Cups in reverse. And part of that is somebody kind of being emotionally immature. Maybe they're not ready. Maybe they're not ready to talk about it. It's here with the Six of Wands in reverse. What are the obstacles around the movement? What do they... Yeah. What is that? Because I can see you're waiting, but I can also see in our Three of Wands that it's in reverse and it's a delay. It's like things, I guess you could say, plans kind of falling apart. So for some of you, it's really clear that was around marriage, but it could also be around the feelings in the Two of Cups in reverse. And I want to validate that as well, Virgo. If this is somebody that that it's been physical and or platonic, you know, and you want to know how they feel, if it's more or seeing more for the future, that is also here. But yeah, somebody's feeling kind of triggered here. Literally getting the courage to communicate. But it's also here, the Court card, King of Wands, with two major arcanas in reverse, Judgment in reverse, and the Death card in reverse. Somebody is afraid. Somebody is afraid of some major change here. What is that around? Again, sharing feelings, marriage. For some of you, it could literally be just getting more exclusive, coming out of platonic and or physical. Maybe there is I want to say like a relocation or some kind of energy like that. Marriage is pretty strong. Whatever the case is, that's what the fear is around. And the fear of that change, like really needing to make some major changes, could include lifestyle, location, again, even if somebody you could say like is in a single kind of energy, like getting out of singlehood, that's part of the fear that I feel like is here around Judgment in reverse. Because you want clarity. But this is also for you. Clarity, wake up energy, final decision. As you wait for this person, oh my gosh, broken promises. Somebody who's definitely, wow, interesting. Kind of being immature about it. Again, that's a really strong energy, whether they are in general or they just are being that way. I do want to say it kind of got us to where we are here now, because we're also looking at the 9 of Cups in reverse, Jupiter in Pisces. Jupiter is the planet of expansion and, you know, prosperity, growth, luck, you could say. Timing. I kind of feel like it's a bit of both. But it's the opposite, because it can give, but it can also take away. So we can see here that there's definitely a stagnation here around that level. And again, whether it's put you in a no contact or there's just complications. The Empress is here, and it's feeling like somebody might be, well, they're definitely getting the courage here, to the confidence to communicate, but getting ready. That's what I want to say. They are coming in here in a very emotionally open and available, like an emotionally available way, which it has not been the case. So it can be that there's been some time for that. There's a reason for that, like around time. What would the change possibly be that they're afraid of? Again, it could just be coming out of singlehood or moving from platonic and or physical to more, moving in, relocation, marriage, whatever the case is. The Empress energy, the Empress is the leader of all 12 star signs. It's a Taurus energy, also bringing in Libra by way of Venus, and can create and grow just about anything. Communication, growth, somebody I feel like who's ready for long term, who's been struggling with that. It's really clear here in the 2 of Pentacles in reverse, Capricorn and Saturn energy, that somebody hasn't been having a lot of trouble with commitment. It feels like for a lot of you, it does have to do with moving in or some kind of like literal travel, but that's super specific. There could even be some kind of issues going on and around money or other people. The 9 of Pentacles is here, and I both feel like this is your energy, Virgo, and connecting with the Empress. It's a pretty strong energy. But we're also looking at the 9 of Pentacles, things coming to fruition, 1 pentacle shy of the 10 of Pentacles long term. And who's holding that? It's here in the 2 of Pentacles. But who has that pentacle? The Empress. So moving in, are we going into that long-term energy? And by the way, the 10 of Pentacles does connect me to you. That's it. That's your energy, I want to say. Yeah, the Lover's card is here. So this is what's going on, and I want to validate. I want to validate if this is around feelings. You've wanted to know, like, how do you feel? Do you feel more for me, or do you see this going forward? Yes, they love you too. You love each other. But it feels for sure like it's time to make a decision together, and also for you. They've carved into the tree here, look, with the deck. I chose for you today at the Tarot Closet, me, heart you. I love you. Archangel Raphael energy, of course, connected to the heart chakra. Somebody who's in some self-actualization. They're kind of, I feel like they're being... what's the word that I want to use? Kind of impulsive. But in this self-actualization energy, and I feel like preparing again here, there's a lot of triggering energy. Why do you have 1 foot in, 1 foot out the door? Wow, kind of, that's interesting. Look, so the hiding of the feelings is really validating. The High Priestess is in reverse with the 2 of Cups in reverse. It's like it's a blocked energy, but that's also a blocked energy around intuitive energy and not being certain the path to go. Because it's really clear there's hidden feelings around you, the relationship, and again, perhaps around things like marriage and even family energy here in the Empress and the Two of Cups, but particularly the Empress. But it's also this energy of being a little bit blocked and uncertain, like needing to really go within deeper, because that's third eye chakra energy. I see like the awareness, High Priestess energy, also here in the Death card. The stagnation of what you're waiting for this person to make a choice here. So it feels like a really important time because there is some movement here. And there is some self-actualization here, but are they moving fast enough? Knight of Cups is in reverse, Scorpio and Pluto energy. And it's really validating for me, again, that it's already clear that there have been some broken promises here. And I'm not surprised because I was expecting to see this. Look, it's the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Venus and Taurus energy. Waiting for more. Waiting for what is that next level? Ace of Pentacles. What is the next level? You're in this energy, Virgo, as well as Capricorn and Taurus. Again, getting more serious, being unhiding feelings, sharing true feelings about the future, moving in, marriage, family energy. Waiting for more, and it's 1 foot, maybe 2 feet out the door. And that's been really super clear here. Yeah. Oh my gosh. And your energy is here, the Hermit, where everybody is, I feel, but also where this person needs to get out of there, Virgo's person, because that's where we go for clarity. Also coming out of the Strength card. So validating that there is a strong chemistry here. And for some of you, that might be what it's around. Again, platonic and or physical. That's no question, but it's also bringing in that energy of the Strength card of getting the courage and looking into that source, the Sun energy, luminary, revealing, and getting out of there and going into the Wheel of Fortune and communicating. But clarity, what do you want? Super, super validating, and also where you are, because it's here with the broken promises. It's here with the stagnation of everyone still being here, but maybe just barely for some of you. It's connected to feeling a little bit blocked and not certain the path to choose. Feeling pretty confident on the other hand too. That's like a que sera for me. What will be energy. Yeah, but there's definitely some kind of pause and or separation. Okay, the Devil is in reverse. What I like about this, it's Capricorn and Saturn energy. What I like about this is it is getting out of shadow. Okay, and it is connecting directly here with the Death card in reverse. And is this connecting for some of you around a possible vice or something around somebody here? Obviously, I feel like it's pretty strong around this person. It could be you, but around a vice or money or some kind of issues that are still like this needs to happen first, or this is why we're here in the first place. The other thing is I do like that they're getting out of shadow in that energy and ego and the Death card. With that said, it's also really validating around the stagnation of possibly what might be moving forward without them, should you be in that energy in the Death card and the Devil in reverse in like a detachment energy. 5 of Wands connecting with the Page of Wands in reverse, and also here on the King of Cups. So what have been the challenges, the obstacles around the connection, but I want to say moving forward, but also just even around the communication here. So it's like in their head sort of grappling with themselves. It's here with the Hermit. Could be other people, obviously, location. Clarity is definitely here. You're getting clarity. You're getting clarity, and already the clarity card is here. So I like that because that's coming from them, but it's also for you and getting out of the reversal of our High Priestess energy, like uprighting it and trusting yourself and your intuition about, your next steps, you could say. But it's also really clear here, pun intended, how they're coming in, the self-actualization that somebody here is more ready than they were. So somebody was ready, somebody wasn't, or somebody was available, somebody wasn't, whether it's around people, romantic or otherwise, location, fear of the next level, other things that need to change, whatever it is. There's a lot of self-actualization here. It is a coming together energy. There is commitment coming in, but I feel like there needs to be a decision about it. It's not, yeah, gosh, like a final kind of energy, but that's what they're coming in with. Feelings and more. Ace of Cups in the upright. Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio energy. And I want to validate again, if it's marriage for some of you that you've been waiting for, it is here. If it's around just sharing the feelings, do you feel this way romantically? Yes. If it's around the family energy, that clarity is coming in here. It's really like what happened, what is changing, what they're trying to change, what hasn't changed, what needs to change, a decision. The last two coming in. Yeah. Ace of Swords is in reverse with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. That's already a really slow energy, the Pentacles being the slowest energy, and the Swords, whilst being the fastest energy, it's in reverse here, somebody in their head. And it's also connecting to Judgment in reverse. So again, there may have been some things that also went on here. Somebody who literally had some bad judgment, exercised, you could say, some bad judgment. That's really clear. Again, connecting to the Devil card, whatever that may be. But there's also this energy of just being kind of stuck in their head. There's a triggering energy. It's kind of blocked. And that's just really clear. I feel like around this person, they've been really stubborn, or at least it has been. It's definitely, look at this, being kind of stubborn. So what is the next level that's been going on for some of you? For a lot of you, I have to say, it really is going to be specific to your situation, and that's for everybody. But for those of you, really, what I want to say is just a very specific message alert. Is if it's around platonic and or physical, it feels like I feel really frustrated in this reading. That's how it feels. Like, how do you feel? Where do you see this going? What do you want? Because you're also in this energy of getting clarity and truth for yourself and making a decision. It definitely could go either way. And that is not up to me because you have free will. Everyone does. The future is not fixed. Energies, outcomes, they can, they will, and they do change. And again, with our Lovers card here, a decision, a choice that you make together. Is there something here that's been one-sided, or there needs to be some kind of compromise, perhaps? Are they ready to make it now? Are you still here for it? They're coming in a balanced way. As you can see, the bottom of the Oracle deck is the Balance card, and not only is it the Balance card, it connects me to justice, which I like because it's the truth. It's the yin-yang energy, divine feminine, divine masculine energy in balance. That's also here in the Lover's card, the heart chakra. Justice, the connection, is also the heart chakra. You can see the roots in their feet. Like, they're coming in here in a more grounded, rooted energy. That's also connecting me to the root chakra. And that's a centered energy. It's the truth. It's like, I know who I am. I know what I want. And I mean, look, it's here with clarity, the Lover's card, and the Empress. I'm ready. Yeah. Dreamer. Interesting. A Pisces energy. You can see it's kind of like their head in the clouds, but their head is also popping out. And they're in a boat. Like, where is it going? What's the path? I kind of feel like it's everyone in some ways, because there may be some energy of that here, of a cycle for some of you, or a length of time of waiting for somebody to make these changes, or to reveal, like, be honest here about the path forward. So again, some energy for you. It's almost like coming out of illusion if you are detaching or you're trying to detach. But I also feel like it's how this person is coming in. Inspiration is here. The Star is here. So the inspiration, look, it's trees, but it's also roots, it's wands. It's a lot of this energy. It's connecting me to the wand energy around movement. Creation, look here with Dreamer. And again, it connects me to both of you. You do love each other. That much is really clear. But it's around both of you, really. And what I wanted to say about the star, that's also validating. It's renewal. It's clarity. It's hope. It's like having faith still. And I got to tell you, there's a lot of healing energy here. There is an all roads lead back to you kind of energy here. It definitely connects with the person coming through that needs to make something right, for sure, whatever that is. Come in here in an honest and an open way. And did something go on? Yeah, what it is, I'm not always privy to the details, but you go into the star when you come out of the tower. So there's definitely something that was going on there that's still in the process, possibly, of changing. The fire is here. That's really interesting because, well, where there's smoke, there's fire. Where there's fire, there's smoke. It's almost like signals coming up, smoke signals here, communication, the fire's still burning. Actually, I'm going to put it on the Lover's card because it has been feeling like there's a lot of chemistry here, Virgo. But yeah, there's more here. And for some of you, that's part of the problem, is because you want to know. The fire is still burning here. And that's also a fire like being lit, and it's burning, and that's inspiration, and it's movement, and it's here with the smoke, which is around communication. Where are you going from here? Mystery is here, which is really like uprighting the High Priestess. So things being revealed. The clarity here, how this person feels, what they're about to do. So I would say feelings, thoughts, feelings, intentions, next moves. You can see it's the boat. We saw the boat in the dreamer. Now we see the boat, and there's a tree here, and there's roots in the tree. You could move it around. So for some of you, again, that could be really connecting to a relocation energy. That's a very specific energy, but it really is, for me, uprighting and revealing here what you could say is a mystery, but just feels like it's hidden around feelings and movement. A decision here. And seasons. This connects me to the cardinal energy, the 4 seasons, like a leader. And that does bring in Aries, Libra, Capricorn, and Cancer energy, but also perhaps some time that has passed and some timing in general connected here, which also comes through in the Empress. So timing, the timing being right or wrong, for the two of you, of what's been going on. I want to bring in some tarot closet channeled love messages from their higher self. That's an important distinction. I also want to take this time to remind you that if you hear my content in any way, shape, or form, anywhere but here on my verified channel, The Tarot Closet on YouTube, it means someone's taking it. Even if it's those static videos and the voices that do not belong to anyone, you know what I'm saying? And you hear just enough, not too much at all, but just enough to say that's how Chris reads. Yeah, that's the same. So keep the emails coming. Let me know in the video description and on the About Me page. I really appreciate that a lot. All right, you want to see the bottom of the deck? You are my soulmate. You are my soulmate. That energy is in the Lover's card. Look, soul connection. Clarity. It's here with the Ace of Cups. It's below the Empress. It's here with clarity and the star. Fate and destiny. Like, we met for a reason energy. Written in the stars. Emotional. There's definitely a wake-up energy here around this person. Epiphanies, realizations. Are they too late? You're my other half. Yes, I love you too. Yes, I want to move forward or continue, depending on where you are or have been. It's here on the Lover's card. Oh my gosh. You are my soulmate. You are my other half. You are my person, Virgo. I was going to say you are my Empress because that is where it went. But I just want to validate it's not about gender. I made a wrong decision. Yes, I feel like there has been some bad judgment here. And here's the wake up energy that's been coming through, but I am waking up. That is uprighting judgment. That's clarity. It's final decision. So if you are apart, it's reconciliation. Obviously, it can be reconciliation or closure. That is not how they're coming in here for sure. Might be for you. Really, that depends on where you're at. But this person is making the choice literally you've been waiting for them to make. In fact, I can't sleep. It's here on the star. I am wising up. And that's Hangman energy. Pisces energy. That is somebody who's had perspective, who's getting out of indecision. Yeah, and that's validating where you go when you come out of there, the Death card, which is here in reverse. It's been a stagnation. This is really strong around what they've realized. We have a deep soul connection. Hello. So I don't know what you missed, how much you missed. I was not looking at the camera, and actually my memory card ran out. So I'm back. It's just a few minutes here. What I was saying when I looked up tarot closet problems, apologies again. It runs out at a certain point, and I'm at a certain point, and I'm usually just not looking. What I was saying is it's really I want to contact you, but I'm scared. It's here on mystery, which is also on the High Priestess and the Two of Cups in reverse. Like, again, this blocked energy, this fear of what they're hiding. So just in case it cut off a little bit sooner, we do have you are my soulmate. You are my other half. We have a deep soul connection. Soul connection. I can't sleep. I'm wising up. I'm waking up. I made a wrong decision. Emotional, and you are my person. Yeah, this has just been so clear. I'm starting to understand our connection. That is literally the wake-up energy. It's right here between I'm wising up as well. Soul connection on the Ace of Cups below the Empress. What level of communication are you at? Are you around each other? Are you not around each other? They just asked, do you miss me? Are you ready to know the truth? Yes, I would say more than ready. It's here on the Lover's card. You are my other half. I regret how I left things. Herewith, I made a wrong decision. You know, it's connecting me here also to the Devil in reverse. So what is that about? Getting out of shadow. Yeah, and this has been really clear. I'm making a plan to come to you. Virgo. Your last channeled love message. They're asking, do you love me? I can't sleep. It's like I can't sleep not knowing. Beautiful Virgo, that is your reading today. Thank you for joining me at the Tarot Closet. Until next time.